The tension is palpable, and the stakes have never been higher. As we near the much-anticipated finale of 1923, Episode 7 is set to deliver shocking twists, heartbreaking goodbyes, and life-altering decisions. After the devastation of Episode 6, where major characters met brutal ends, the world of 1923 has been thrown into chaos. But what happens next? Will the survivors rise from the ashes, or will they be consumed by the very darkness that has haunted them? Let's dive into the trailer breakdown, analyze the possibilities, and explore the burning questions that Episode 7 promises to answer. The repercussions of Episode 6 are far from over. The shocking deaths of key characters left viewers reeling, but they also set the stage for the inevitable unraveling of alliances. The brutal loss of these figures has triggered a wave of emotional turmoil among the survivors. For some, these deaths are a catalyst for revenge, while for others, it's a reminder of how fragile loyalty can be in the face of such violence. Characters who once stood united are now being forced into impossible decisions, and the landscape of 1923 will never be the same. As the dust settles, the emotional toll is evident. Trust is a rare commodity, and with each passing moment, it becomes more difficult to discern who can be relied upon. In the wake of these tragic events, survivors are grappling with loss on a scale that threatens to break them. The show's exploration of grief is raw and unrelenting, and the characters' emotional journeys will resonate long after the final credits roll. Expect to see powerful performances as these broken souls struggle to find purpose amidst the chaos. One of the most intriguing storylines going into Episode 7 is that of Tiana. After enduring unimaginable hardship, she finally avenged the destruction of her community and her innocence. But at what cost? The weight of her vengeance has taken a significant emotional toll, and her fate now hangs in the balance. Rumors of a potential pregnancy have begun to circulate, adding another layer of uncertainty to her already complex situation. If true, this development could have drastic consequences, raising questions about her safety, her future, and her place in the larger narrative of 1923. For Tiana, the road ahead is paved with both redemption and tragedy, and the choices she makes could redefine her destiny. The deepening complexity of Tiana's character speaks to the show's ability to merge personal stakes with larger, more universal themes. Her journey embodies resilience in the face of overwhelming loss, but it's also a stark reminder of how vengeance can be both a source of power and a destructive force. Episode 7 will explore whether she can find peace or if the weight of her actions will drag her further into darkness. As Episode 7 approaches, one of the most compelling storylines centers around Alexandra. Separated from the love of her life and stranded in the unforgiving wilderness, her survival has become a matter of life and death. With freezing temperatures, dwindling supplies, and the constant threat of physical collapse, Alexandra's struggle is far from just a physical one. It's a test of her mental and emotional fortitude, and every step she takes is a battle against not just the elements, but her inner demons as well. Alexandra's journey is shaping up to be one of the most powerful narrative threads of the season. She represents the silent strength of women in a brutal world, someone who has been pushed to the brink but refuses to succumb to despair. The emotional stakes are high. Each moment she endures, every decision she makes, is a reflection of her determination to survive, not just for herself, but for the future she hopes to build. But survival isn't just about fighting the environment. It's about grappling with isolation, fear, and the overwhelming need to hold on to one's humanity when everything else is falling apart. Her relationship with Spencer has been central to her arc, and now, as she faces the wilderness alone, there's an added layer of uncertainty about their future. Will she make it through this ordeal? And if she does, what kind of person will she be when she finally reunites with Spencer? The emotional weight of their separation is palpable, and it's clear that neither of them will ever be the same after this trial. Alexandra's strength is her defining characteristic, but Episode 7 will force her to reckon with the cost of her perseverance. This arc also speaks to the larger themes of 1923. The show has always explored the limits of human endurance, whether physical, emotional, or psychological. Alexandra's story adds another layer to that conversation, showing the resilience required to survive in a world where survival itself is often a battle against impossible odds. Her journey is far from over, and as we approach the finale, the burning question remains. Will her struggle be one of triumph, or will it end in tragedy? While the tension around Alexandra's survival grows, it's clear that this storyline is not just about a woman in the wild, it's about the power of hope, determination, and the sheer will to survive. Episode 7 promises to explore the depths of Alexandra's character, and with the brutal conditions surrounding her, her story will be a centerpiece of the emotional climax. Expect to see her pushed to the edge, forcing her to make decisions that could change her life, and perhaps the future of everyone she holds dear, forever. As we near the end of 1923 Season 2, all eyes are on Spencer and his highly anticipated return. After a long and perilous journey across continents, Spencer's homecoming has been one of the most eagerly awaited moments of the entire series. The trailer teases a reunion fraught with tension, emotional highs, and the deep sense that everything has changed. Spencer isn't just returning to his family, he's returning to a legacy that's been marked by years of bloodshed, loss, and sacrifice. But the question on everyone's mind is, what will Spencer's return mean for the Dutton family? And how will his choices impact the future of the land? Spencer's time away from his family has undoubtedly shaped him. The emotional and psychological toll of his journey is immense, and the reunion with his loved ones is bound to be complicated. He's not the same man who left, and the family that awaits him is also very different. His reunion with his brother, his father, and the others will likely be filled with a mixture of relief, sorrow, and confrontation. There's also the undeniable fact that Spencer has been absent during some of the most pivotal moments in the Dutton family's history. How will he answer for his absence? Can he reclaim his place within the family, or will the weight of his choices push him further away? The stakes are particularly high for Spencer, as his return is not just about reconnecting with family, it's about facing the consequences of his decisions. The love he shares with Alexandra, the commitment to the Dutton name, and his role in the future of the ranch will all come under intense scrutiny. Will Spencer choose his family and the land that's been at the heart of his legacy, or will his personal desires and relationships lead him down a path of irreparable division? The tension between duty and desire will be at the forefront of his story in Episode 7. But it's not just the family dynamics that Spencer will have to contend with. His arrival could bring even greater conflict. The political and social environment has shifted dramatically, and alliances are now more fragile than ever. The death of key figures and the shifting balance of power could mean that Spencer's return doesn't just stir old wounds, it could ignite a new series of conflicts, ones that may reshape the future of the Dutton family forever. The emotional and physical toll of Spencer's journey has set the stage for an unforgettable finale. As the Duttons brace for his return, the show is set to explore themes of legacy, loyalty, and the complex nature of familial duty. Spencer's story has been one of survival and longing, but now, as he steps back into the fray, his decisions will carry an enormous weight. Episode 7 isn't just about his return, it's about the culmination of everything he has fought for, everything he has lost, and the choices he must now make to protect those he loves and the legacy that has been handed down to him. With the finale fast approaching, Spencer's fate, and the fate of the Duttons, hangs in the balance as we head toward the finale, 1923. Season 2, Episode 7 promises to be an emotional roller coaster, filled with heartbreak, tension, and life-altering decisions. With characters pushed to their limits, alliances in tatters, and the specter of tragedy looming over every choice, the stakes have never been higher. From Tiana's uncertain future to Alexandra's relentless fight for survival, and Spencer's long-awaited return to a family forever changed, every moment feels like it could tip the scale in a new, unpredictable direction. The journey isn't over, and Episode 7 will bring everything to a head in an unforgettable clash of emotion, power, and consequence. But one question remains: who will rise and who will fall in the final hours of this season? Let us know what you think. Do you believe Tiana will find redemption, or will she be consumed by her vengeance? Will Alexandra make it out of the wilderness? And if so, what kind of future awaits her? And of course, what does Spencer's return really mean for the Dutton legacy? Leave your theories in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates or in-depth breakdowns on 1923. The finale is coming, and we'll be right here, diving deep into every moment. Until then, stay tuned and let the anticipation build. The storm is about to hit.